Man, what's going on? We haven't been this blessed with new Carti news in a very long time because after yesterday we already got billboards for his new album I Am Music, and it seemed like he was actually serious about dropping before March 13th, maybe on March 7th as the leaked release date. Now today we've got new billboards. Today we're going to be talking about all of that, so let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. Real quick, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 10 seconds into the future, but you can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and recaps everything that's been happening in hip hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. So as I just said, quick recap. I know we talked about it yesterday, but this obviously connects to what's just been going down over the past couple of hours. We've been getting billboards in Miami and Los Angeles, and on those it just says music is coming, and it was very evidently from Playboi Carti's I Am Music release or rollout. And also, interestingly, this is very important for today as well, we had a Spotify logo on them, so they seemed a little more legit. And some of you in the comments also said this. You said that the only thing that feels more real about this rollout than the past rollouts, because obviously we've gotten a couple of them already with Carti, is that there's a Spotify logo. So it's not just him posting on his Finsta on Opium something about music is coming, it's actually somehow connected to the corporation Spotify, who would also have some interest that the stuff that they're advertising eventually comes out. And maybe some of that pressure is good sometimes. But now let's talk about today, because that's what we're all here for. We've been getting new billboards. So yesterday we had Music is Coming in that font, in that style of I Am Music. Now we still don't know if it's called Music or I Am Music. I'm still leaning towards I Am Music because that's just what's been used more. But we got new billboards. We had this black and red version again like we had yesterday, but this time it doesn't say Music is Coming. It says I Am Music, motherfucker. MF. So I don't know why Carti's doing this. And we also had other versions. We had the white and black version as well, that is a little more reminiscent of the logo for I Am Music, because that's also the style that so far we've been getting that word I Am Music in. So these are the second generation of the billboards, and I can't lie, it reminds you a little bit of Travis Scott Utopia, the big rollout that obviously we followed along on this channel, with all of these billboards popping up here and there, and then another billboard with a little more hints. I kind of like this. We've also had this with Chromacopia as well, but also then it turned into the Chromacopia truck that's been driving around the country and the map that you could follow on there. But this is pretty cool. I mean, it's honestly the most coherent thing that we've gotten from a Carti rollout. And that's sad to say, because it's just that we've gotten two different billboards on consecutive days. But it's really the most coherent thing we've gotten. So let's see how all of this develops. One more interesting thing. People immediately thought, oh, couldn't this just have been the fans? Because remember, yesterday we had Playboi Carti and 42 CEO. They bought these billboards in Times Square where they said drop the album. They replied to Carti's billboards with their own billboards and placed them in Times Square, obviously without the Spotify logo. Now, just the reason I'm saying Spotify so many times, we'll get there in a second. Obviously, this was their own little billboards that they put up, so this was kind of funny, and people thought that these new ones could obviously also just be fan-made things, also considering that it's just I Am Music MF, which is not something that it's more like something fans would do, if we're being honest. But if you take a look at the new billboards, we also have the Spotify logo on there. And Spotify actually reposted those billboards on their official X account. So it's got the Spotify cosign. So this is actually official. Now, while the fan-made ones didn't have that, obviously, why would they have a Spotify cosign? These new ones also do. So we know that these are part of the official rollout, which is very good news and very important info that we needed to clarify, because obviously, it's kind of a question of where this is coming from. Now, we talked about this yesterday. He does have about 2 weeks left to drop the record. We're looking at March 7th. There was also a release date that fans or leakers have been leaking. And we talked about this quite a bunch, we do have his obligation to drop the record, to ship out the digital albums, the merch, the vinyls before March 12th or before March 13th, because on the original sales site on his shop, it said that the items would ship no later than 6 months from September 12th, and that would be March 12th, March 13th. And also, as we talked about yesterday, it would be the perfect moment to drop, because exactly the week after, we would have Rolling Loud California coming up, which is very big for Carti. He's been teasing at this himself. We know that Playboi Carti is very big for Rolling Loud, so they really would want to also have his new album performed there. Rolling Loud is still posting some stuff hinting at new Carti music, but obviously we can't even take that serious anymore, because we've been getting, gaslit so many times. I mean, we had it with Travis and Utopia, then we've had it with I Am Music for the first time ever live with Rolling Loud Miami in December, and then we had like snippets being played, and that was cool and all, but obviously when you hear I Am Music first time live, you assume that they would mean the record is being played the first time live. So we would get the album, or the album would drop before the show so that we could experience it the first time live. But none of that obviously happened. Rolling Loud just sometimes really exaggerates the importance that they have for this new music. In this case, I think it's just the same, and Rolling Loud will really not, be of any relevance when it comes to the actual show, but it could be a promotional service, a promotional benefit to Playboi Carti to dropping the album before that. And I mean, we're acting all happy, we're acting like it's all fine, but obviously just in December, I called it the worst case scenario. And we have to be realistic about, it was 2024 music, then it wasn't, and then we're kind of like, okay, the last possible date that he could drop would be this March, would be the week before Rolling Loud, would be the 6 months from the item shipping. And now we're looking at exactly that, and we're getting really excited about it because we want the new music, but this is, just half a year ago seemed like the worst case scenario. I'm not saying we shouldn't get excited for the record, I'm just saying that sometimes Carti fans are a little delusional or a little naive when it comes to how they're being treated. This has been talked about a lot, and I think all of you can agree. You also just say that in the comments, because now he's really taking the last legal chance that he has to drop the record if he doesn't want to refund everything. So it's really not like that's the best sign ever, but it's still something, so we can be happy. So Playboi Carti hopefully dropping within the next 2 to 3 weeks. We got Rollout Out California coming up and these new billboards. Maybe we're getting new billboards tomorrow. Obviously then I'll be here reporting on it, so make sure you stay subscribed not to miss out on that. But until the next time, I do want to know what y'all think about this. Do you think Carti will be dropping his new album, I Am Music, before Rolling Loud? And do you think there'll be more billboards? All of your thoughts on this, please let me know in the comments down below.
If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.